What's up guys, Davey here from PhoneBuff.com, and in this video I'm doing a review on the Nokia Lumia 900 from AT&T. I'm just going to be talking about some of the things that I like and dislike about the phone in this video, and also just giving you a walkthrough through the OS, showing you the differences between what comes on the Lumia compared to your typical Windows phone. But before I go into the review, I want to do a quick hardware tour. So on the top left of the device right here, you have your 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. Of course, you have your Nokia logo right here. Got your AT&T logo at the top right. I don't know if that's coming through on camera, but AT&T logo right here. Of course, you have your 4.3-inch going diagonally display. It's a ClearBlack AMOLED display, 800 by 480, which is currently the max on Windows Phone, at least until Apollo. At the very bottom, you have your back, start, and search keys, which is standard on Windows Phone. On the top of the device, we have a few things. We have the 3.5mm headset jack right here. We have the secondary mic, micro USB charging port, and then the micro SIM door, which you can pop out to put your micro SIM. On the right side of the device, we also have a couple of things. You have your volume rocker, volume up and down, your power key to turn the display off and on, and of course turn the device off, and then your camera button, which is again standard on Windows Phone. At the bottom of the device, you have your speaker grill, and then just some little like icons or trademarks, but pretty much that's all. On the left side, absolutely nothing, just clean all the way down. And then on the back, you have nothing but your LED flash right here, and of course your Carl Zeiss 8 megapixel camera on the back. So that's pretty much the Lumia 900. Definitely a sleek looking phone. I do like the way it looks. It's not the thinnest phones or of phones out there, definitely. I mean, it's actually not thin at all. You know, compare it to a phone like the iPhone 4S here, and you can see the iPhone 4S is definitely thinner than this guy. And you know, there's a lot of phones out now that are thinner than the iPhone. So definitely not the thinnest, like I said, but I don't know. I do like the design, not necessarily because the design, you know, blows me away by any means, but it's just that it's so different, you know, like especially for Windows Phone. A lot of the Windows phones out there were just kind of like, you know, an Android phone converted to Windows Phone. For example, the HD7, which is a phone that I previously had on Windows Phone, it's pretty much like the HTC Evo. And then you know, you have like the Focus Flash, which is like the Samsung Galaxy S2 and so on. But this guy is very unique to Windows Phone, and you know, you're not going to see any phones that look like it other than the Lumia 800. But anyway, I'll go right into the review, talking about what I like and dislike. First off, I'll start with what I dislike, so that way I can end on a positive note, because I do like the Lumia 900, and let's go right into it. Okay, so there are a few things that I dislike about the phone, and first of which is the fact that the battery is internal and you can't pull it out. You know, some people like it, some people hate it. You know, I do like having the option of being able to replace my battery, you know, in case I'm getting low, and if I have an extra one, just swapping it like that. But I do understand, you know, a lot of phones out there don't have that external battery anymore, and you know, it's common on the iPhone. A lot of the new Android phones are having it, but usually those devices do it to make the device thinner. And like I said, this guy isn't thin, so that's the second thing I dislike, is the thickness. Compare it again to the iPhone really quick, and you can see that the Lumia is definitely thicker than this guy. I'll compare it to the Android flagship, which is the Galaxy Nexus, and again, you can see the Lumia is thicker than this guy. Not by that much, but it is thicker than the Galaxy Nexus. And then you compare it to an older Windows phone like the HD7, which I referred to earlier, and you can see it's about the same. The camera does bulge out on the HTC, so the Nokia is probably a little bit thinner. But you know, at this point in time, I just expected, you know, with this being such an old device, I expected this guy to be a little bit thinner. But it isn't that big of a deal, thankfully. You know, if you guys are looking at this phone, because Nokia did something smart, and they rounded the edges of the phone. So you can see the edges are rounded. You know, compare that to a phone like the iPhone 4S, which the edges are squared. It does make it, you know, a lot more comfortable to hold in the hand. You know, if it had squared edges like the iPhone did, I think you'd really feel the thickness. But because it's rounded, it, you know, just feels a lot thinner than it is. So definitely a plus side for that. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the things I like about the phone. First of which is, you know, what I like on every Windows phone, but especially the Lumia, is the speed. You know, that 1.4 gigahertz Snapdragon processor just flies through the Windows Phone OS. I mean, everything loads up as soon as you press it. I mean, you know, I tap on calculator and it's open. You know, I tap on, we'll do calendar, and it's open. You know, you get the idea. I mean, it's really, really fast. Everything opens up quickly, so you're definitely not going to feel lag. But if you've been using Windows Phone, you're used to that. You know, even with the 1 gigahertz processors, fly through it. Obviously, with the 1.4, it's going to go even faster than that. Next thing I like is the exclusive apps that come with the Lumia. For example, the ESPN app, you can see it's a live widget right here giving me sports scores, which the normal ESPN app on Windows Phone doesn't have. And also when you open this guy up, it looks completely different from the normal app. And I did a comparison if you guys want to look into their differences. But it definitely looks a lot cleaner. You have this social tab right here, which the normal app doesn't have. I'll go ahead and back out of here and show you another app, which is the Nokia Drive, turn-by-turn navigation. Obviously something that's kind of missing on Windows Phone. You have Bing Maps, of course, but this guy's actually turn-by-turn. And not only is it turn-by-turn navigation, but it's also stored on the device itself. So if you lose reception, you're not going to lose your maps. You're still going to have that GPS. I don't want to go too far into that. Anyways, that's definitely nice to have. There's also some more exclusives, so I'll go ahead and load up the marketplace really quick. This is something I just really feel that adds a lot of value to getting a Lumia. I mean, obviously, with the Lumia, you get the great design, the fast processor, the nice ClearBlack AMOLED display, but the exclusive apps could really set it apart from some of the other phones. Like the Focus Flash, for example, has a lot of things that the Lumia has, aside from the camera on the back, which I feel like this guy's a little bit better. But anyway, that's one thing I like. Speaking of the camera, definitely do like it. Comparing it to my other Windows phones, it's definitely one of the better ones out there. Probably one of the best. I haven't tried the one on the Titan 2 yet, which is a 16 megapixel, so I have to try that guy before I could, make any judgments. But this guy is definitely a really good camera. I wouldn't say it's as good as the iPhone 4S's camera because I compared the two. While this one takes really good shots in, daylight, for example, I'll show you some of the shots that I took right here. For example, this guy right here, you could see, I took a picture of these bananas, and there's some daylight from the window, and it just looks really nice. You zoom in and the quality is really awesome. I don't know if it's coming through on camera, if you guys could appreciate the clarity of this picture. I also took a picture of, can I get out of here? This guy right here, just took a picture of some green beans or green peas, and again, it looks pretty good. Definitely something I'm happy with. But for example, if I take a picture of this case, and this is where I'm comparing it with the iPhone's camera, which is pretty much the standard. A lot of people consider that the standard for camera phones. If I focus in on this picture and take a picture like that, it looks pretty decent. You look at it, you do see some of the ridges on the case, but they're not that visible where, when you're looking at it in real life, or, even on this camcorder, you can actually see there are a lot more prevalent, the little ridges and designs of this case, where the Lumia 900's camera doesn't necessarily show that. But you take a phone like the iPhone 4S, and let's go ahead and take the same picture again. So take a picture of this guy again, and there you go. Go back, and you can see it's just a lot more prevalent. This is what it looks like more so, with the natural eye compared to what the Lumia 900 is showing us. So definitely something that, could be better, but again, like I said, compared to any other Windows phone, I do like the camera on the Lumia. I'm guessing that the Titan 2's camera is going to be a little bit better, but I haven't tried it yet, so I can't say anything about that yet. Speaker quality on the phone is pretty good. It's not necessarily loud, compared to some of the phones I've tested, but it's definitely not anemic, which is something I'm really thankful for because I hate when speaker phones are weak. You can't even watch a YouTube video, and show friends, because just the noise, the background noise will cover it up. But anyway, speaker's pretty good on here. The LED flash seems to work pretty good, and I mean, that's pretty much my review on the phone. I mean, really, when you get a phone like this, you're getting it because, you love the design. I definitely do, and it's something I definitely enjoy. Even with the thickness, like I said, the rounded edges makes the experience really nice. The clear black display, on a Windows phone is one of the best available, and this looks really nice. And again, that 1.4 gigahertz processor makes everything fly on a Windows phone. Windows phone's already a fast OS, but on the Lumia 900, this feels even faster. And then lastly, those exclusive apps really is what, separates it, at least for me. Like, Nokia Drive is a huge one to me. The ESPN app is really cool. I'm a big sports fan, and I do like that. But I feel like for most people, Nokia Drive would probably be a bigger selling point. But anyway, it's interesting how this is not actually pre-installed for some reason. Speaking of pre-installed, some of the pre-installed apps are the AT&T apps. These are all uninstallable. You just gotta tap and hold on it and then hit uninstall, which I absolutely love the fact that you can take them off. You have app highlights and all these things you can remove. Let's see, you have Tango video calls preloaded, Yellow Pages mobile, and some of these other apps I downloaded. But anyways, that's pretty much it for me in this review of the Lumia 900. If you're looking for a Windows phone or a Windows phone, I definitely recommend this guy. You know, the battery life is, you know, pretty decent. It's better than the one I had on my HD7. So if you're coming from an older Windows phone device, you know, you're definitely going to be happy with the Lumia 900. The camera is going to give you a lot better performance. I also did a 720p video sample on PhoneBuff. If you guys check that out, it does look pretty good. I mean, it's the best that 720p is going to offer you until Windows Phone offers 1080p. But anyway, that's it from me in this video. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Anyway, thank you for watching.